Hello guys, you're welcome to Goody Code. In this video, we're going to learn how to write code for our profile image upload so we can have a real profile image here. We're going to be creating the folder we need for the image upload parts. And for our image upload code, let's create a file. Click over here, new file, and then give it updates underscore profile.php. This is where we're going to have our code for image upload. We're going to be creating a folder that is going to take up the image we'll be uploading. So we'll click here. This folder is going to house our uploaded image. So we're going to call it uploads. Let's create another folder here and then we'll name it profile image. This profile underscore image is where all the images we'll be uploading will reside. And then in this profile underscore image, we're going to have a default profile image for those that don't want to select an image. So just open up this folder and then copy and paste the image we're going to be using as our default profile image in this folder. So we'll just go over to our WAM64. Now this is the upload folder we created. And then in here, once you double click, you see the profile image folder we created inside this upload folder. So just double click on this profile image and then here is where you're going to save any image you want to use as your default profile image. So I'm just going to paste the image I just copied here. Paste. So I'm going to just right click here and then rename this to default profile. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is to rename this folder. I'm going to just add X here. So it becomes profile underscore images. Just X. Yeah. Yeah, this is the profile. This is the profile image, the default profile image we added to this profile images folder. Now this is the path to all the images we'll be uploading and also path to our default profile image for any user that doesn't want to select a profile image. Yeah, so the next thing we have to do is to go over to our PHP My Admin. We'll go over to our PHP My Admin, click on login. Under user, we're going to add our profile image column to this user's table. So under this user, just click on this SQL. Click on this. If you click on this structure here, you notice that this users table only have an ID column, username column, email column, and then password column. Since we'll be including our image upload column here, we don't have any column for image upload, so we'll be adding it here. Just click on this SQL. We'll be adding it here. Alter table. What is the table we want to alter? We want to alter users table and then add. We're going to add profile image, profile underscore image with the data type of valchar, and then 255 we set the default to null, meaning the selection of the upload of profile image is set to be optional. You can choose to select and upload an image and you can also leave it empty. That's the meaning of this default null. Click on go to add the column to our users table. Yeah, then if you go over to this structure here, you notice that we now have a profile image column here. This was not here before, we just added it and that's why you're seeing it here. So this profile and image column is a column that is going to take up all the image file we are uploading. Yeah, so back to our code. Here we're going to click on this update profile and then start writing our code. So now the code in this page is for uploading a profile image for a logged in user and then saving the images part to the database. Since we'll be using section, we're going to have session start, PHP opening and closing tag, session start, reset, section. That is, if this section is set, user ID. If the section is not set, this exclamation mark means not. If this section is not set, that is, if the user is not logged in, just take the user to log in. We have header location login.php. Now what this means is, if this section is not set, that is, if this user is not logged in, just take the user back to login.php for the user to be properly logged in. The section helps the website to remember who the user is while they are logged in. And then it checks if the user section has a user ID. If there is no user ID, it means the user isn't logged in. So they are redirected to this page here, this login.php. So let's require our connection file, this dbconnect.php, db_connect.php is equal to post file. And also, if the file is set for image, so this line here checks if the form was submitted using the post request, and then confirm that a file, which is the profile image file, was uploaded. And then if this is true, it checks for upload errors. Sorry. If file profile_image error. Now this line here verifies that the file was uploaded successfully without errors. And then next we set the folder for upload images. Set the folder for upload images. Now the folder we're about to set for upload images is the folder we already created here, which is this uploads folder, and then profile image folder. We're going to set the paths here. So we have $uploads, that is, we're going to create a variable where we can store the paths to our upload images. Upload is the directory. It's equal. Then here now we're going to upload R. This mk3 a unique file path. Image name is name, which takes up profile image file, profile_image, and then the name. Then we have our target path is equal to uploads dir, which is uploads directory, and then our image name. So what this line does is it gets the original name of the uploaded image and then appends a unique ID generated using this unique function here to the image name in order to avoid overwriting files with the same name, and then combines the folder paths in the new file name to create a unique file path. Save over image, have if move uploaded file, profile image, temp name. So what it does is it moves the uploaded images from a temporary location on the server to the target folder, which is this part here. So what we'll do next is, we update the database. So the stmt is equal to, using the con objects in our dbconnect page prepared. So here we write our database updates code. So we have We then set user equal to we have x for profile image, which is string, and then I for the ID, which is integer, target underscore paths, user underscore ID. So the x here is a string, which is for this, and then the I here is integer, which is for this user ID here. stmt, sorry, there was a mistake here. So next is to redirect the user to dashboard.php. That is, if all these things, if everything is successful here, the user is going to be redirected to his or her dashboard. Header, location, board, dashboard.php. This line here updates the profile image column in the user's table with a part of the uploaded image for the logged in user. It uses this prepare statement to prevent SQL injection. So the code here keeps the image in a dedicated folder and then link the uploaded image to the user's account. And then the unique file names used in this particular page avoids overwriting files with the same name. Then uses section to ensure only logged in user can upload image. So for this image to appear, we have to fetch it from our database. So let's check to see what we've done. We're going to go to our dashboard now. I'm still going to update this sign up form because this sign up form is supposed to have a field for image upload, but I didn't add it because when we wrote this code, we don't have an upload image code. So I'm still going to update this. For image to appear here, we're going to have to fetch the image in our dashboard. So this is the place where our profile image is going to appear. So we're going to write our PHP code here to fetch the uploaded image from our database. So since you're about to start working on this dashboard page, we're going to start our section up here. We have our PHP opening and closing tab. In here, we'll start our section. And then we require our database connection file here. dbconnect.php if user underscore ID header location should be login.php. Then we set user ID so if the user is not logged in, take the user to login.php and we then write our code for our image here. So to fetch our profile image, fetch the image from the database is equal to, in our DB Connect, we have select profile underscore image The users table is equal to user user is equal to user query fetch as we're going to use image dot image if selected. If no profile image is set, prof score image is equal to user here, this user variable here, the user profile image. If it's true, that is, if a profile image is uploaded, profile image, else loads slash, oh, this is wrong. I think we should just have it as default profile slash default profile.png. So now the next thing we have to do is to display the image. The image will just fetch from the database. You're going to display it here. Here inside this source attributes, PHP tag, which indicates that we're writing a PHP code in here. So here we have HTML special characters. So let's check in our dashboard. Line 17, undefined array key. Line 17, profile images is undefined. Okay, I think this is just profile image. Yeah, that solves the problem. You see, it's working now. Now we have our default profile image here because we didn't select any image. I know you can see it because the color is white, so you can see it very well. And this is happening because this joy here didn't select any image. So I think we should work on our sign up form. That is, we should include the field because this image selection option is in two places. We could do that from our dashboard, and we could also select an image while signing up. So I think we should work on the sign up form before coming here because there are other codes we have to write here. The selection code isn't the only thing we have to write. We still have to write functions for the preview option. That is, once you select an image, you're supposed to preview it before it appears here. So let's go back to our index which was the file we used for our sign up form. So as you can see here, if you look closely here, you will notice that this field here was commented out. So I commented it out because there was no code for this image upload then, and in order for it to work, I have to comment it out. So what I'm going to do is just to uncomment this, just uncomment the field. And then I think I need to do one more thing here in this form method. It's type multi-parts data. This indicates that you're going to be uploading a file in this form. We also need to update this code here since we now have an additional field here for our image upload. Alright, the image changed, and we can now add our add an image from our sign up form. So the image changed from the default profile image, which was here initially. If you check other ones we signed up, it still has the default profile image there because we didn't select an image during sign up while we're trying to sign up those users. For those one, because we selected an image during sign up, we have a profile image here. But the problem here is those welcome, those greeting here, didn't change to welcome Tessie because we signed up Tessie, not Joy. This didn't change to Tessie, it still displays Joy because we had coded this. Yeah, this is it here. The welcome joy was hard coded. In order for this to change from this welcome joy to welcome Tasty or any other user we signed up and logged in, we have to make it dynamic here and hit here username. Alright, we're going to go back to our dashboard and then just refresh this or log in again, log in this user again. So let's try refreshing this. Yeah, it's changed to Tessie. So if we try to log in with another user, the information of that user is going to display, that is the name to that particular user is going to display here. So now we now have Tessie here, welcome Tessie, because Tessie was logged in. So the next thing we have to do is to work on our image preview functionality, that is from the dashboard, because this one here is from our sign up form. In order for us to be able to choose an image, preview it, and then upload it from our dashboard, we have to write a JavaScript or function for that, and then we'll make use of our update profile page here. But the image upload code you're supposed to use in this dashboard is already here in our update profile image. What we're going to do is to just call this page here. So once we submit this form, the process is going to be done in this page. So we have this update profile.php here. So let's quickly work on the preview, the JavaScript function for our image preview functionality. I just want to make sure that I finish up everything about profile image upload in this video, so that from our next video we're going to be going into a different thing altogether. So we're going to write a JavaScript function for the image preview functionality here next. So the JavaScript function we're about to write now is the function that we're going to pass to this unchanged attribute here in this input field. So once there is a change in this input field, the function is going to be called upon for our image to be previewed before we finally upload the image. So this is where we're going to write our JavaScript function. So we're going to copy this to that particular input field, to that unchanged attribute. We're going to pass this to the unchanged attributes in our image upload form. Yeah, here we're going to pass it here. So once there is a change here, the function is going to be called upon. So let's go back and continue writing our code. Const reader is equal new file reader, and const preview boss is equal to document dot get element by id. We're going to pass our id here, document dot get element by id, and this is the id, preview boss which is this id here, the particular id which is this one that is going to house the image preview. Then we'll get const image preview boss is equal to document dot get elements by id image preview boss and this one is for image preview boss, which is this one here. The id will pass to our image tag image preview boss. So we have reader dot onload is equal to function. We are passing this function to this reader dot onload image preview boss dot src equal to reader dot results. So preview boss dot style dot display is equal to flex. Once there is an image, we're going to set the display style of the preview box to flex. If events dot target dot files and event dot target dot file 0 reader's data URL events dot target dot files. Else that is if the user didn't select an image, we're going to set the style of this preview box to none. That is, you're not going to see it. You're only going to see it when there is an image selection. So we have preview box dot style dot display equals to none. So what's happening here is that this code handles a preview feature for the profile picture. When a user selects an image, it is shown in the preview box, which is the image preview box, and then the preview box becomes visible. But if the user didn't select an image, you're not going to see anything, which is the display is going to be set to none. It's only visible when there is image selection. So let's see if we can now preview our image before finally uploading it. Just refresh here. If the update is going to work from this particular page, sorry about that. Just click on select, and we're going to search for an image. Okay, let me use this particular image here. Click on upload. Yeah, it worked. So for us to easily log out from this page, we're going to work on the logout page because we don't have this page yet. So just click on new file and then logout.php. Logout.php. Logout.php is where we're going to terminate our section. And then we start the section using section start. let's zoom in a bit. Use section on set. And then after we destroy this section, we're going to have to redirect the user to login.php, where the user is going to log in again. Once you click on log out, it's going to log you out, and that is your section, a section for that particular user, it's going to be terminated, and then you have to log in again to have access to your dashboard.php. So let's redirect the user to login.php. Redirects the user to the login page. So for redirection, we use PHP header function, passing in the location we want the logged in user to go, and then the name of the page, which is login.php. And then lastly, we exit. Now this particular line is going to ensure that no further code is executed. So that's basically it. So we're going to go back to our dashboard and then click on logout to log out this particular user, and then we're going to log in again using the same information just to make sure we can now destroy our section once we click on this logout page. So I'm just going to refresh this and then click on logout. Yeah, so that's basically it. I'm going to log in again using the same information, texi@gmail.com, and then Texi's password is, I think, 9999. Login. Yeah, it worked. Then let's try to still change this image to a different image. Once you click on this, I can change it. That is, I can update it to a different image. Okay, let's make use of this. One of this image here. Let's use this one. Yeah, so that's basically it for our image upload. Thanks a lot for watching. Please do well to subscribe if you haven't. Click on like, give it a thumbs up, and then use the comments below. I'll be there answering all your questions. Have a lovely day. Bye.